Lecanto Nation. This is Troy LaBarbara, your principal, with this week's update about all that's going on at Lecanto High School. Once again, this week was a great week as we enjoyed visiting classrooms and observing the standards-based instruction that's taken place. Over the past 4 days, we had the pleasure of visiting 50 classrooms, not 15, 50 classrooms. We saw many examples of lessons being aligned with the boards being configured so that students know where the lesson is going. Even more encouraging was that we observed the increase of the use of the Florida Practices Profile. For those of you who don't know what that is, those are kind of like the guidelines of what instruction should look like in the state of Florida. It's all about best practices, and we're seeing that increased as we go and observe lessons. So very encouraging what we're seeing in the classroom. Hey, student services, a quick announcement. Folks, the phones, you've got to stop using the phones between classrooms as we are working to make sure that our kids are focused on what they need to do. We're starting to see a little bit of uptick with regard to students being tardy to class. Please don't look at your phones as you're walking between classes. Get where you're going because it does slow you down whether you realize it or not. Once again, we only use phones before school, after school, and during lunchtime, which I think is plenty of time to be on the phones. We want to stay focused with regard to instruction. So just wanted to make that quick public service announcement with regard to that. Collaborative planning this week with your teachers. Teachers, you're doing such an amazing job, and I've got to tell you, when I went to the social studies department meeting this week, Bob LaCours, I cannot say enough about what you're doing with regard to standards-based instruction and using whatever resources that we have out there in which to develop good check for understandings that are based on test specs with regard to the state of Florida standards and what the kids are going to see on the test. You are second to none. I just love how you are running your classroom. This week when I saw the interaction between you and the students and the high expectations you have for our kids. Every single student knows that they're going to be called on at one point or another. This week we had our school advisory council meeting, our first one, and I'm going to tell you the turnout was great. I am so impressed with this community and how much you really truly care about education and how much you care about your school. Derek Bittner, Superintendent Hebert, thank you for visiting and for being there and for supporting what we do here at Lecanto. Abby Runk, our chair of the School Advisory Council, you are just positive, professional, and amazing, and I really appreciate you. I cannot wait to see what we do this year and how you support what we're doing at Lecanto High School. Athletics, we had another great week of athletics. A lot of our programs doing really, really well. We had a few, losses this week, but that goes with the territory. In athletics, you're never going to be 100% perfect. As many of you know, too, we had a loss this week against Nature Coast, but our team really fought hard. Our band played well. It was really overall a positive experience. We are going to get that train back on the tracks, and I know I have no doubt that Coach Scriven's going to do what he needs to do to make sure that we are back on that winning path. Coffee with the principal this past week. Teachers, thank you for bringing all of your formatives and the things that you do and your check for understandings as we continue with our standards-based instruction. Next week, please remember, teachers, that we are going to have Coffee with the Principal. Peter Roush and Kim Head will be leading a short, very quick professional development on our Citrus 6, which is our district's customer service expectations. Just as a reminder, many of you and pretty much all of you do what is being expected with regard to in that regard. This is just more like a reminder. So I'm looking forward to that. I will be in there. Remember, you're going to get some coffee. Come in, get a snack, take a snack to go. It's well deserved. Everybody's doing such an amazing job. Before I forget, please remember that our focus with what we do during the week. During the week, it is common planning and planning together. And with that standards-based practices that you guys are all looking at and how you guys are making sure that, number one, What do we want our students to learn? That's the focus. The second piece is how do we know if they've learned it? And what do we do if they need to learn something that they didn't get out of your lesson? Or what do we do when they've learned it? How do we accelerate right within our lesson? So just remember that that's the focus. It's just planning smarter, not harder, and planning together and learning about what everybody does and does well. Some of the things that our students did this week, once again, leadership is a big deal at Lecanto. I, I was very excited that I had the opportunity to go over to a Lecanto primary with our future educators, our students that are working out of Mrs. Roush's program. We read to students over at Lecanto Primary. It was so much fun. And Molly Chandler, you are amazing. You're building a wonderful culture there with the mission possible thing, because it's not mission impossible. I know it's mission possible over there. You're doing a great job. Also, we had our first Friday high five, where our athletes and our football players made their way over in the morning to greet our students coming off of the bus, our little Panthers off of the buses and getting to class, and with the high fives with the big foam Panther paws. It's really cool. So much fun on how you're welcoming your students there at Lecanto Primary, and we're glad that we could be part of it. I really appreciate it. Many of you, if you're watching this video, you can see that I am a Florida State grad. I also went to USF as well and got my ed leadership degree from there as well. So this week it's been a pretty good weekend for college football. Florida State. We probably need to be playing some tougher opponents, but a 77-3 victory was pretty good. My question was, gosh, we let them score. I'm sure there's a reason for that if you watch the game. And USF, that's no bowl, baby, or maybe it is bowl. Anyways, a great victory over University of Florida. For the University of Florida fans, I know that's a tough loss. That schedule that University of Florida has this year is just ridiculous. Feels like the next 4 weeks, University of Florida is playing highly ranked teams, and I wish University of Florida the best of luck. Once again, like what I tell the students, you go where they're going to pay you, go to college. If someone's giving you a college scholarship to Florida State, you go to Florida State. If someone's going to give you a college scholarship to USF, that's where you go. If it's University of Kentucky, it doesn't matter. You go where you're going to get your education paid for, because that's very, very important. And you're going to get a high quality education at probably a school with the best program. Make sure that that's the focus when you're choosing your college. As much as I make jokes that I'm a Florida State fan, I'm also a University of Florida fan, USF fan, because of what they do and what they do for the future of people. Education is the one thing, as my mother always said, cannot be taken from you. There are many things in life that can be taken from you, but your education is one thing that can't be taken from you. So I hope everyone's doing well. I know this is coming a little bit late this week, but it's been a very busy weekend for me. I played a little bit of golf today, which you really can't call what I do playing golf. I hit the ball, I try to find it, and then I hit it again. But overall, it was fun. I got a chance to play with my brother, and my brother's a University of Florida fan, so it's great that every time that I go ahead and I take this off my hat to go ahead and mark my ball on the green, it's a good thing for us to laugh about. Anyways, it's good fun. So I hope everyone had some time this weekend to make some memories with family, and I look forward to Monday. And kids, can't wait to see you on Monday. As always, it's a pleasure to be your principal. Panther Nation, there's nothing better than being a Panther. Have a great weekend.